Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I want to give you all a review on this wig that I'm wearing now that was less than $20 and let you know that I've been wearing it for a month so you can just see what it looks like today. And I will try to add pictures on what it looked like when I first got it, if I can find pictures, because I don't always keep pictures or post pictures, but let me tell you about it. So I am wearing the Free Tress Equal synthetic half wig, which is called Roller Set. Very beautiful, very nicely textured, which is what I like about it. As I said before on my other wig video, I only wear wigs that look like natural hair. But this wig is a drawstring full cap. So if you wanted to bring this close to your hairline or closer to your hairline, it will still cover your whole head. But I don't recommend that. And it also has a drawstring, so if you have a fear of it falling off or if you want to loosen it up or make it tighter, you can. The next thing is it does have combs in it, and I will show you when I am putting it on how the combs are constructed. And I have the color 1B. But if you are a true 1B like I am, or like 1Bs across the board match your hair, this wig you may need to get a color number 1. You can't tell now, but when I'm in sunlight, you can tell that this wig, that there's a difference between my hair and the wig. So my natural hair is 1B and this wig is 1B, but this is like more like of a brown 1B. But nonetheless, we got that. And you don't have to leave a lot of hair out. I literally have parted my hair from ear, literally. So it starts back here. So I go from ear all the way across to the other side. So if you have a lot of hair, I literally start behind my ear line and just go around and pull that hair out. And you will see me later on in the video putting the wig on. Now, what you may have come for is to learn how I do the dryer method, which is very simple. After preparing my hair with whatever type of product I'm going to use or rollers or whatnot, I place my hair normally in a garment bag, but I could not find my garment bag because, you know, we ain't been washing since we've been in quarantine like that. But I use my bonnet. So I have an extra large bonnet, like the one you use for your braids. It has my flexi rods in it. But my extra large bonnet, and the key to making it work is that you cannot leave any space for your hair to roll around. So like this has the bonnets in it. If I were to put it in like this, obviously the bonnets are gonna fall out. You have to tie it tight, either with a hair tie or you can tie it, and that way there's no room for anything to wiggle around. If you leave room for stuff to wiggle and jump around and spread, the hair will be matted and it will come out straight like it did over here, but this is because of the curling rod. But like it will be matted and messed up, so you have to tie it tight. So I recorded myself preparing my hair to go into the dryer, and I recorded myself actually putting it in the dryer. So watch that and then I'll be back. So as you can see here, I am passing through my hair with the Revlon brush dryer, and I also let you see how long the hair actually is in the back. And I split my hair down the middle and I began to add my flexi rods. So of course, my shorter or lighter flexi rods, I add them to the front of my hair. And it's about 5 flexi rods needed for both sides. Also, if you missed it, I did cut a track out that was hanging, but you know, no biggie. And I just continue to add them in. So when you're doing this, please be sure to kind of moisturize the ends so flyaways will also get into the flexi rods and stay. Now I'm taking it off and about to take it to the dryer. Okay, so I just got my wig out of the dryer and I am untying it to get it out of the bonnet to put it on. So this is what she is looking like. This part came loose, but it's not a big deal. So as I said, I tied it tight because I didn't want it to roll around and mat up. Taking out my rollers. But this is definitely going to be a wig that I purchase multiple times because it's so easy to use and maintain and whatnot. You can even go to sleep with it on sometimes. Like I did that a few times, of course, with the bonnet on. And you just brush it out the next day and go. It looks just like real hair. I venture to say you could probably wrap it as well, like we used to do back in the day. Wrap our hairs like when we were relaxed. But yeah. So the tools that I use to make this wig work. I, of course, use flexi rods that you see me taking out of my hair. You can get flexi rods from Dollar Tree, and you can get them from Dollar General, Walmart, or a beauty supply store. I also use my brush dryer right here by Revlon. I got it off of Amazon. Rather than buying it in the store, Amazon always has it cheaper. I also have like a wig brush or a dimming brush, a hard bristle brush for my hair texture. Use edge control if you want to. You don't have to. Or jam. I'm going to be using jam for this video because I'm going to be washing my hair later on to braid it. But it has been a good month with this wig. I've never had a natural hair wig last this long. So yeah, let me give you all details about it. With this wig, you have comb in the front and 2 in the back down here. You also have a drawstring. I've never bothered the drawstring because I don't need it when you have combs already. And it's also full cap, which means like you can put it all the way on top of your hairline if you want to, but you will look crazy. But it covers all of your head. So this is the wig. Let me put it on for you. Sometimes I like to shake it before I put it on. So I just shook all the curls out. So put it on now. It's actually a shake and go wig. That's what the tag says on the inside. And I secure the combs in the back. So this is what she's looking like when I just, but this is like literally me slapping it on my head. So if you run into the car, you running late or whatever, I do that plenty of times actually. I throw on the wig and run out the door to the bus stop. But this is what she looks like when I first put her on. So I'm brushing in my jam that I use on my edges. If you watch my past videos, you know why I ain't got no edges. But I want you to see, this is my hair texture and this is this texture. So if you are a person in the 4s, 4C, my hair texture is 4C. If you are in the 4s, you will be just fine with this wig. And this is me blending it. So that is literally how it looks. Blend it together. You can see my hair, which is the hair that has the gray in it. And then the hair from the wig. So you can choose to brush it out if you want to, or you can let the curls fall naturally. These curls are a little bit tighter than what I intended, but if you just want your curls to be looser, then leave more room on your roller for hair to be straight. And of course, make sure you keep it tight. You have to do your due diligence. And the drawstring does hang in the back, so you have to, okay. I don't know if y'all can see that, but you have to tuck it in If you don't tuck it in, you're gonna be found out now. Don't say I ain't warn you. But yes, this is the wig. I think this curl over here was loose. But, you know, again, you have to do your due diligence. If you don't put the rod on right, it's not going to come out right. And I didn't do that. But it's okay because it's literally my last day wearing this wig. But it's been a good month, as I stated. So let's just... But I wanted to give you all the pros and cons of the wig. So before I do that, let me show you how I've been maintaining the wig for the past month. I've had different volumes of curls in this hair, but for this volume, which is as close to the beginning as it was, well, yeah, as close. It's not as close because it ain't as straight, but you can wear this hair straight and like bump it on the ends. You can wear it, you can curl it again like I have so many times before, or you could do loose curls that once you straighten it, just put the rollers on it, excuse me, put the rollers on it at night and it will still hold. I wanted to get also into the pros and cons of this wig. It's about the same number of both, but nonetheless, here they are. So I'm gonna start with the cons first. As with any wig, especially a textured or synthetic wig, it will matte in the back. So again, do your due diligence and make sure you comb or brush that nape area out every night. The next thing is the tracks can slip. What I mean by that, if you paid attention in the video, I cut a piece of the track out because it was coming out. The tracks are very, very thin, but if you are not properly brushing the hair, or if you're tugging on it too much, you can pull the track from the, I guess, the weft that it's on. Tighter curls are a no. That's the last con with this. I was struggling to kind of figure out how to get it back right. So I had tighter curls, like even tighter than this, that I put in the wig. However, because of the texture, and I just don't like tightly coiled wigs in the first place for the same reason, when your curls are tighter, it's easier for them to rub against each other and mat up. So tighter curls are a no. Please make sure you leave space on your flexi rods when you use this. Now, the between pros and cons, this is a good thing and a bad thing. It is synthetic, so it's heat safe, but not necessarily heat friendly. What I mean by that is you cannot take a curling iron, a curling wand, or whatever to this wig if your settings are not low enough, because you will burn the hair. So if you have the wands from Remington, those are not good for this, because even at 270, this hair will still burn. If you can find a appliance that goes less than 270, then you'll be fine. But if not, I recommend not to use it. But that leads me to the pros, which is it is heat safe. So I consistently used my dryer brush on this hair on the low setting. You can use it on high if you're going to do quick passes, but I use the low setting on this to detangle the hair. And always start from the ends and then work your way up, just like you would do on your natural hair. This hair does shed. I don't name that as a con because our natural hair sheds as well. So I don't really name that all the time, unless it was an excessive amount of shedding. The next thing is, the next pro, I guess, is that you have combs. So you do not have to use the drawstring. You don't have to worry about it falling off or sliding back. You know how sometimes you pat your head when you have a wig on and you may not have it glued down? The wig will start moving back or whatever. So like with this, it's on my head, you know, it's not going anywhere. So if you are new to wearing wigs, then having this wig with the combs in it is a good investment. I wish I could, I'm sorry, looking at myself, and since this side is loose, it looks longer. But nonetheless, yeah, if you don't feel comfortable with the combs, you can just use the drawstring rather than the comb. So like just place the wig on your head and then pull the drawstring tighter in the back. I don't know how effective this is going to be, but you can alternate. I do recommend that if you want to take a break from the combs, because sometimes your hair can get sensitive from wherever you place the combs, you can put this wig on and put bobby pins in between the tracks or on the sides. It's also very light. As you can see, looks like I just left somebody's hair salon. And if you use the right products on it, then it will smell like you left the hair salon too. But it's very light. If flows any drift of wind, the wig is going to fly. Okay, it's very light, very feathery. So many people think that this is my hair. Like I said, I am going to be buying this wig more often. I'm going to keep a few of them on hand because I love it. And then my last pro is that it blends well. Like, do y'all see that? I flat iron my hair. I do one pass in my hair. My flat iron goes up to 500 degrees, I think. If not 500, it goes to 450. And I'm a 4C natural. So, yeah, like, it blends really well. So, if I wanted to, I could put it up in a ponytail. I thought I had I got a hair towel over here. I could put it up in a ponytail on the front, because a lot of people won't be able to tell the difference. Now you got to be mindful of the sides of the wig, but just for general purposes of the video, I didn't make it as tight as I wanted to, but I should have made that tighter. You can make your ponytail tighter. Like, I don't like this ponytail. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. I'm sure you've seen other reviews on it. Never just watch one review unless you stand somebody and you really trust their opinion. But it's so light and airy, so I really love this. Heat protectant. Now, 4C people, natural hair people, I know that you want to maintain your curls. I flat iron my hair once a week. Then when I'm going to bed, I put my flexi rods on it. That is it. I don't do anything else to my hair. If I wash my hair like every 2 weeks, like I'm one of those people, I do every 2 weeks, I will still flat iron it once a week, just reapply some type of heat protectant. The heat protectant that I hands down recommend, I have to go grab it. The heat protectant that I use is by African Pride. And this is it. You probably can't see it, but it's like liquid gold. This is what I use. It's the African Pride Black Castor Miracle Growth Protection Formula Anti-Humidity Heat Protectant Spray. So it protects you up to 400 degrees and shields against heat damage and adds a healthy shine and lightweight. And it tells you all the things it doesn't have, like no sulfate, no parabens, no mineral oil, no petroleum, or petrolatum, whatever that is. So I just shake it before I use it, and I put this in my hair. This stuff, your curls will bounce back every time. Like, you might get some smoke off your dryer because you're using this, but nonetheless, it really works and I really like it. Another thing I wanted to mention, when you're wearing this wig, be mindful of your braid pattern, because it has a comb and a drawstring in it. You can have a hump if you try to have your braids going to put it right in it. Try to braid your hair just straight to the back. That makes your wig lay flatter, because this is how it looks right up in here. So it doesn't look bad because I bring my bangs to the front, but just be mindful of that, like when you are wearing the wig or any type of wig that has a comb in it, honestly. So that is my wig. Comment down below if you went to go get it, if you have had it before, if you like it. Like, I really love this dang on wig. So I wish my thing, this is the thing about the dryer, I'm not even going to be able to correct this with a curling wand or curling iron because I don't have anything that has low heat. So, you know, I just make sure to keep it tucked or something like that. Or you can take your curling wand and let it turn on to 270 and then unplug it or turn it off. Wait about a minute or two and then go in with the wand. But that's too much work. So here she is. I really like her overall, and she gets a 5 out of 5 from me. Definitely a 5 out of 5 for me. Or from me. So yeah. That is my review. Like, if you like it, please give me a thumbs up or also subscribe.